This is J.W.R. Wallace, and welcome to an experiment of mine. This is an attempt to use all the tools that are available to me that have come on the market in recent years to experiment. This is the first chapter in a book of 4 chapters that I'm doing that simply because I want to. If you'd like to join my family in experimenting by walking the Ridge Trail with us, a trail that we've walked many times and shared many memories, it is guaranteed to either make you smile or put you to sleep. And either one of those would be well worth your investment of your time. So buckle up and get your seatbelt on, either for an exciting journey or a good nap. Welcome and thank you for joining.
Challenges with courage, and find solace and guidance in your faith. It is dedicated primarily to the unwavering love and support of my own family, who have been my constant source of strength and inspiration. Their love, laughter, and shared adventures have been the foundation upon which this story builds, reminding me of the profound beauty and enduring power of family unity. This book is also dedicated to those who have faced adversity and emerged stronger, their faith unshaken, their hearts full of hope. May their resilience inspire us all to persevere in the face of challenges and to find triumph amidst trials. Finally, this book is a tribute to the enduring beauty of nature, a constant reminder of the Creator's boundless love and the peace found in His creation. May the imagery within these pages transport you to a place of tranquility and inspire you to connect more deeply and meaningfully with the world around you. Preface. As a family-oriented author with a deep-seated passion for faith-based storytelling, I have always believed in the power of narrative to impart life lessons and inspire positive change. This book, born from a desire to share these beliefs with a broader audience, is a testament to that conviction. The story you are about to read is more than just a fictional tale, it's a metaphorical journey through life's challenges, mirroring the highs and lows we all experience. The Ridge Trail in Fayetteville, Georgia, becomes a symbolic landscape, each bridge representing a significant trial, a test of faith, a temptation to overcome, and ultimately, a triumphant crossing into a new phase of understanding. I hope this narrative, woven with vivid descriptions of the natural world and interlaced with biblical passages, will resonate with readers of all ages and backgrounds. Whether you are a parent seeking to instill positive values in your children, a grandparent sharing wisdom with your grandchildren, or simply an individual searching for inspiration and guidance, I trust you will find something meaningful within these pages. The lessons embedded within this story are timeless and universal, applicable to the complexities and joys of life's winding path. This book celebrates family, faith, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It's a testament to the love that binds us, the strength we find within ourselves, and the enduring hope that lights our way. Introduction. Join Pappy and Granna and their 6 grandchildren, Kalin, Andrew, Daniel, Ian, Ben, and Sam, as they embark on a heartwarming adventure along the Ridge Trail in Fayetteville, Georgia. This journey is beyond a simple hike, it's a symbolic pilgrimage through life's trials, tribulations, and triumphs. As the family crosses each of the 4 bridges that mark their path, they encounter challenges that serve as metaphors for life's inevitable trials, tests, temptations, and moments of perseverance. Through vivid of the natural beauty surrounding them, and the wisdom shared by Pappy and Granna, this story unfolds as a blend of family adventure and spiritual guidance. The narrative seamlessly integrates biblical passages, providing a rich tapestry faith, hope, and love, guiding the family and the reader toward a deeper understanding of life's complexities. The challenges faced on the trail mirror the obstacles we all encounter in our own lives. Each bridge represents a distinct lesson, the first, a test of perseverance, the second, a temptation to avoid, the third, an unexpected test of faith, and the fourth, the ultimate triumph of overcoming adversity. The journey is not physical, it's a spiritual and emotional pilgrimage, showcasing the power of family bonds, the importance of faith, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Prepare to be captivated by the vivid descriptions of the natural setting, the warmth of familial relationships, and the profound wisdom woven into the narrative. This story is for the whole family, designed to engage, inspire, and leave you with a renewed sense of hope and purpose. Preparing for the journey. The air in Pappy and Granna's home hummed with a vibrant energy, a symphony of excited and the clatter of last-minute preparations. Sunlight streamed through the windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air, a fitting backdrop for the whirlwind of activity unfolding before the family's upcoming adventure on the Ridge Trail in Fayetteville, Georgia. 6 eager grandchildren, Kalin, Andrew, Daniel, Ian, Ben, and Sam, buzzed around like a flock of excited sparrows, their energy infectious. Backpacks lay open, spilling forth a colorful array of supplies meticulously organized by Granna, sturdy hiking boots, water bottles brimming with anticipation, sun hats shielding hopeful faces, and an assortment of snacks to fuel their journey. Pappy, a man whose wisdom was etched onto his face as deeply as the lines on his weathered hands, surveyed the scene with a smile that crinkled the corners of his eyes. He moved with a quiet purpose, double-checking the contents of their first aid kit, a silent guardian against any unforeseen mishap. And Granna checking behind him. His presence was a comforting anchor amid the pre-hike flurry, a testament to his years of experience guiding families on big and small adventures. Ever the meticulous planner, Granna oversaw the final stages of preparation, her sharp eyes missing nothing. She checked and rechecked the maps, ensuring every detail was accounted for. Her meticulous nature mirrored her dedication to ensuring a smooth and safe journey for her beloved grandchildren. The air was thick with freshly brewed coffee and the aroma of Granna's famous banana bread, a comforting blend of scents that spoke of home and family. Each item packed, each detail checked, held a more profound significance than mere practicality. It was a testament to the love and care that Pappy and Granna poured into every aspect of this grand adventure. It was not merely a hike, it was a carefully crafted lesson, a symbolic journey designed to impart life's lessons in a way that would resonate deeply within their grandchildren's hearts. The conversation flowed effortlessly, a mixture of excitement and anticipation. The boys peppered Pappy and Granna with questions about the trail, their voices brimming with childish wonder. They spoke of the creatures they might encounter, squirrels, rabbits, perhaps even a deer. They eagerly recounted stories of past family outings, reminiscing over shared laughter and memorable moments. Their anticipation was palpable, a tangible energy that filled the room and fueled their excitement for the challenges that lay ahead. Pappy, ever the storyteller, subtly introduced the theme of the journey, weaving in the significance of the 4 bridges they would cross along the Ridge Trail. Pappy spoke of them not merely as physical crossings, but as symbolic representations of life's various trials and tribulations, trials, tests, temptations, and ultimately, triumph. His words were carefully chosen, didactic or preachy, but rather subtle seeds of wisdom planted in fertile ground. He described how each bridge presented a unique challenge, mirroring the diverse obstacles one encounters throughout life's journey. Pappy spoke of the trials on the trail of life that brings us to the first bridge, trust. There's a steep incline, representing the initial trials that often mark the beginning of a new endeavor. The second, a narrow, winding passage, symbolized the temptations that can lead one astray. The third, a rickety old wooden structure, would represent the unforeseen challenges, the unexpected tests of life that can leave one feeling vulnerable. And finally, the fourth bridge, a strong and sturdy stone arch, symbolized the ultimate triumph, the victory earned through perseverance and faith. His words painted a vivid picture, not only of the physical journey but also of the spiritual and emotional growth they would experience along the way. Granna chimed in, reinforcing Pappy's words with practical advice. She emphasized the importance of teamwork and mutual support, explaining how, just like on the trail, facing life's challenges required collective effort and unwavering encouragement. She reminded them of the importance of preparation, stating that just as they had meticulously packed their bags, careful planning was crucial to navigating life's complexities. She highlighted the significance of resilience and adaptability, emphasizing that, just like the changing terrain of the trail, life often presented unforeseen obstacles, requiring flexibility and adaptability. As the final preparations were completed, a sense of shared purpose and anticipation settled over the household. The excitement was tempered by a quiet understanding of the significance of their undertaking. This was not just a family outing, it was a deliberate journey of faith, a chance to strengthen family bonds and impart invaluable life lessons. The atmosphere transformed from bustling energy to a quiet reverence, as each family member prepared themselves for the adventure that lay ahead, their hearts filled with a mixture of excitement, anticipation, and quiet faith in the journey that awaited them. The bustle subsided, replaced by a shared, unspoken understanding of the journey's significance, a silent acknowledgement of the metaphorical journey they were about to embark upon, a journey mirroring life's own unpredictable and challenging, yet ultimately rewarding, path. The packed backpacks stood poised, ready for the journey, mirroring the family's own preparedness. Each carefully chosen item represented not only physical necessities but also symbolized the preparation needed to navigate the challenges of life. The maps laid out on the table, meticulously studied and planned, represented the intentionality and planning required for successful navigation of life's twists and turns. The conversations, filled with both lighthearted chatter and serious reflection, mirrored the balance of joy and challenge that one inevitably experiences on life's path. The preparation was complete, a testament to the family's understanding that a successful journey required not only physical readiness but also mental and spiritual preparedness. The anticipation was a palpable thing, hanging in the air like the scent of Granna's banana bread. It was a mixture of excitement for the unknown and a quiet reverence for the spiritual journey they were about to begin. The children's eyes sparkled with anticipation, a testament to their eagerness to explore the trail and the life lessons it promised. Pappy and Granna, though outwardly calm, felt the weight of their responsibility, the significance of the lessons they would impart along the way. The silence that fell upon the room was not a silence of stillness, but rather a profound silence of anticipation, a quiet acknowledgement of life-changing experience that awaited them on the ridge trail. This quiet moment, before the embarkation, served as a powerful testament to the significance of their family adventure, a journey not only across the trail, but also a profound journey through life's inevitable challenges and triumphs. The final touches were completed, the family gathered at the door. They stopped to pray as they readied to begin their adventure. The sun shone brightly, casting long shadows that danced and stretched across the floor, creating a vibrant and optimistic prelude to their upcoming adventure. The setting, the home filled with love, anticipation, and faith, served as a perfect start to this family journey, a testament to the strong foundation upon which they were building their adventure. As they stepped out into the sunlight, they carried with them not only their supplies, but also the weight of their hopes, expectations, and the unspoken faith in the lessons that would unfold on their journey ahead. The ridge trail awaited, a pathway not just into the heart of nature, but a pathway into the heart of life itself. The first steps on the trail. The screen door swung shut with a gentle click, the sound swallowed by the symphony of nature that enveloped them. The ridge trail, initially a well-worn path beneath their feet, unwound before them, promising a journey that extended far beyond the physical distance. Sunlight dappled through the canopy, creating a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor. The air, cool and fragrant with the scent of pine and damp earth, was a welcome balm against the morning's warmth. The rhythmic chirping of crickets, the distant call of a cardinal, and the rustling of unseen creatures in the undergrowth formed a natural soundtrack to their expedition. Kalin, the eldest, took the lead, her steps confident and purposeful. She was a natural leader, quick to adapt and always ready to lend a hand. Andrew, ever the pragmatist, trailed behind, carefully checking their supplies and ensuring everyone kept pace. Daniel, the quiet observer, took in every detail, his eyes captivated by the intricate patterns of sunlight filtering through the leaves. Ian, ever the energetic one, bounced along, his boundless energy at a counterpoint to Daniel's quiet contemplation. Ben and Sam, the youngest, held onto their grandparents' hands, their small hands safely clasped within the reassuring warmth of their elders' grips. Their small steps mirrored the hesitant beginnings of any great journey. Pappy, his gait steady despite his years, led the way, occasionally pausing to point out interesting plants or birds. He didn't offer a lecture, but rather encouraged observation, fostering an appreciation for the subtle details of their surroundings. He pointed out a family of squirrels, playfully chasing each other up a towering oak, their antics mirroring the playful energy of his own grandchildren. He shared stories about the different types of trees, drawing parallels between the resilience of the oaks and the strength needed to overcome life's challenges. Pappy spoke of the delicate wildflowers, their vibrant colors against the backdrop of verdant foliage, as symbols of the beauty that can be found even amidst difficulties. Granna walked beside him, her eyes filled with quiet joy. She gently guided the younger boys, offering words of encouragement and sharing her extensive knowledge of the local flora and fauna. She pointed out the medicinal properties of various plants, explaining how nature provided both sustenance and healing. She picked a few berries, explaining their sweetness and tang, linking this simple pleasure to the many joys found in the everyday experiences of life. Her words were simple but powerful, weaving practical knowledge with spiritual lessons, transforming a simple walk in the woods into a journey of discovery and faith. The trail gradually ascended, the incline becoming steeper as they progressed. This initial climb mirrored the challenges that often greet us at the beginning of any new endeavor. It was a physical test, a tangible representation of the initial hurdles one might face in starting a new job, a new relationship, or any significant pursuit. But the family persevered, their steps synchronized, their spirits unwavering. They helped each other, sharing their energy and encouragement. Kalin assisted Ben and Sam with the steeper parts, her strength reflecting the support systems one needs in navigating life's initial difficulties. Andrew's methodical approach ensured that they maintained a steady pace, reminding them that careful planning and thoughtful execution are key to overcoming challenges. The conversation drifted to deeper reflections as they climbed. They shared their dreams, their hopes, and their fears. Each child voiced their ambitions, both large and small. Kalin spoke of her desire to become a doctor, her passion ignited by her grandfather's quiet strength and compassion. Andrew revealed his aspirations to be a successful lawyer. Daniel's quiet intensity reflected his love for scientific discovery, and his ambition to uncover the mysteries of the universe. Ian's unbridled enthusiasm pointed towards a life filled with creativity, ready to face challenges and embrace the music world. Ben and Sam, despite their young ages, already displayed glimpses of their unique personalities, foreshadowing the diverse paths they would eventually choose. Pappy, listening patiently, weaved his responses with wisdom, encouraging them to chase their dreams with courage and faith. He spoke of the importance of perseverance, reminding them that the steepest climb often leads to the most breathtaking vistas. He linked physical exertion to the spiritual battles one must face, emphasizing the importance of faith and steadfastness in overcoming challenges. He recounted stories of biblical figures who had faced their own trials and tribulations, highlighting their unwavering faith and ultimate triumphs. He used the analogy of the climb to illustrate the spiritual journey, the upward struggle mirroring the ascent towards faith and spiritual growth. Granna added her perspective, offering practical advice alongside spiritual encouragement. She reminded them of the importance of balance, emphasizing that setting goals is important, but nurturing oneself and appreciating the journey is equally critical. She highlighted the beauty of the surrounding landscape, using the vibrant colors and the sounds of nature to illustrate the simple joys and blessings that often get overlooked amidst the pursuit of ambitious goals. Her words served as a gentle reminder that the path to success is not always a straight one and requires patience, resilience, and a strong connection to oneself and to nature. The sun, now higher in the sky, bathed the trail in a warm glow. The initial steepness subsided, transitioning into a gentler slope. The change in the terrain mirrored the shift in their conversation, moving from shared hopes and aspirations to more intimate reflections on their family relationships. They spoke of their shared memories, of laughter and tears, of triumphs and setbacks. Their voices blended with the sounds of the forest, their emotions mirroring the ebb and flow of nature itself. As they continued, the trail opened into a sun-drenched clearing. The transition from the dense forest to the open space represented the feeling of relief that often comes after overcoming an initial obstacle. It was a moment of respite, a chance to catch their breath and reflect on their progress. It felt like the starting point of a new phase, a symbol of renewal and opportunity. They sat on a fallen log, enjoying the peace and quiet, their bodies and minds rejuvenated by the brief rest. The quiet moments allowed for deeper introspection and strengthened their family bond. They were not just walking a trail, they were walking together through life's journey. The shared experience brought them closer, their mutual support and encouragement forging a connection that went beyond the physical realm. This moment of calm and quiet reflection symbolized the importance of rest and self-reflection, a necessary element in the face of life's ongoing challenges. The open clearing represented the opportunities that come with every challenge overcome. The sun's warmth, bathing them in its golden rays, represented the hope and positivity one needs to continue with life's ongoing journey. As they resumed their journey, the path ahead seemed less daunting, the challenges ahead appearing less insurmountable. They understood that although the journey may have its steep ascent and testing obstacles, the strength and support found in their shared journey would empower them to face whatever lay ahead. This symbolic beginning of their walk along the trail served as a powerful metaphor for the start of any great journey, emphasizing the importance of preparation, perseverance, and the unwavering love and support of family. The path ahead beckoned, promising further challenges and triumphs, with the unwavering support of each other and the guiding wisdom of their grandparents paving their path forward. The first steps were but a prelude to the significant lessons and memories they would make along the Ridge Trail, a journey mirroring their life's own unpredictable, yet fulfilling, path. Encountering the first bridge trust. The sun, having climbed higher, cast long shadows across the trail as the family rounded a bend. Ahead, spanning a narrow ravine, lay the first bridge, a simple, rustic structure of weathered wood and sturdy rope railings. It wasn't imposing on its size, yet its presence felt significant, a tangible marker of the journey ahead. The air, previously filled with the cheerful sounds of birdsong, now carried a different note, a low hum that spoke of the coming challenge. The ravine itself was surprisingly deep, its rocky bed hidden in shadow, hinting at the potential consequences of a misstep. This wasn't just a bridge, it was a symbol. Pappy, sensing the unspoken apprehension, paused, his gaze sweeping across the faces of his grandchildren. "This, my dears," he began, his voice low and resonant, "is our first bridge. In life's journey, we will encounter many such crossings, moments that test our strength, our faith, and our resolve. A tale of friendship and discovery. I remember the first crossing of this bridge where I met my friend Dub, my alter ego. The Ridge Trail was a path Pappy knew well, having walked its winding curves and steep inclines countless times over the years. It was a place where he found solace and inspiration, the kind of place where nature spoke its own language, and where every stone and leaf seemed to hold a story. One sunny afternoon, as Pappy ambled along the familiar trail, he stumbled upon an unusual sight. There, in the middle of the path, was a turtle. Not just any turtle, but a particularly old and wise-looking one, with a shell that bore the marks of many years. Pappy paused, curious about this unexpected encounter, and the turtle, sensing no threat, looked up at him with calm, knowing eyes. "Well, hello there," Pappy said, crouching down to get a better look at his new acquaintance. "What brings you out onto this trail today?" To Pappy's surprise, the turtle seemed to respond, its slow, deliberate movements conveying a sense of purpose. Intrigued, Pappy decided to take a seat beside the turtle, feeling an inexplicable connection to this ancient creature. He introduced himself, "I'm Pappy. I've walked this trail more times than I can count, but I've never seen a turtle like you here before." The turtle, now perched comfortably beside Pappy, seemed to listen intently. Pappy continued, sharing stories of his adventures, his family, and the wisdom he had gathered over the years. As he spoke, he began to feel a sense of kinship with the turtle, as if the creature was a silent confidant who understood the depths of his thoughts and feelings. Days turned into weeks, and Pappy found himself returning to the same spot on the trail, eager to spend more time with his new friend. He named the turtle Dub, after the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves, a sound that seemed to accompany their conversations. Dub became Pappy's alter ego, the voice of reason and reflection that Pappy had always sought in his moments of solitude. As they traversed the Ridge Trail together, Pappy and Dub shared countless moments of quiet companionship. Dub, with his slow speech and steady pace, taught Pappy the value of patience and the importance of savoring each step of the journey. In turn, Pappy shared his wisdom and adventures with Dub, finding comfort in the turtle's unwavering presence. One day, as they approached a particularly challenging section of the trail, Pappy felt a wave of doubt wash over him. The path was steep and rocky, and the way forward seemed daunting. Dub, sensing Pappy's hesitation, slowly moved ahead, his steady progress a reminder that even the most difficult paths could be navigated with patience and perseverance. Inspired by Dub's example, Pappy took a deep breath and followed, matching his steps to the turtle's deliberate pace. Together, they overcame the obstacles, each step a testament to their shared resilience and trust in one another. Their journey along the ridge trail became a metaphor for life's own unpredictable path. With Dub by his side, Pappy felt a renewed sense of purpose and gratitude for the simple joys of companionship and trust. Dub, his confidant and traveling companion, had shown him that even the most unexpected encounters could lead to profound connections and valuable life lessons. And so, Pappy and Dub continued their journey, their bond growing stronger with each step along the ridge trail. They were a testament to the power of friendship, the wisdom of nature, and the beauty of walking life's path with a trusted companion by one's side. Pappy said, "Everybody needs a friend to talk to, even if it's a turtle. I'm sure you will meet him, he always walks part of the trail with me." Pappy knelt, picking up a smooth, gray river stone. "See this stone? It's been tumbled and smoothed by the river, shaped by countless currents. It's stronger now, not weaker. Each challenge we face, each trial we endure, shapes us in a similar way. It makes us stronger, more resilient, more prepared for what lies ahead." He held up the stone, its surface gleaming in the dappled sunlight. The book of James tells us, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." The weathered stone I showed you reminded my friend. JJ's Rock Garden, a legacy of love and strength. A story of perseverance and family bonds. JJ had always been a man of resilience and quiet strength. Despite facing numerous health problems over the years, he maintained a positive outlook on life, drawing solace and peace from his beloved rock garden. Each stone in his garden, meticulously chosen and placed, held a special significance, a story that JJ cherished deeply. The rock garden was a reflection of JJ's endurance and his unwavering connection to nature. He often spent hours tending to it, finding comfort in the simple, yet profound act of arranging the stones. The garden was more than just a collection of rocks, it was a reflection of JJ's journey, each stone symbolizing a chapter of his life. Among the many stones, there were those that held exceptional meaning. They were given to him by his granddaughter, a young girl with an infectious smile and a heart full of love. She adored her grandfather and understood the solace he found in his garden. Knowing how much the stones meant to him, she decided to contribute to his collection in a unique way. Every visit, she would bring a new stone, each accompanied by a story of encouragement and hope. These stones were her way of showing her support, of reminding JJ that he was not alone in his struggles. She would sit beside him in the garden, her tiny hands presenting the stone with the utmost care, and she would share a story that resonated with the stone's beauty and character. One of the first stones she gave him was a smooth, white pebble. "This stone," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement, "is like the moon. It shines brightly even in the darkest nights. Just like you, Grandpa, your light guides us even when times are tough." JJ smiled, touched by the wisdom and love in her words, and placed the stone in a prominent spot in the garden. Another time, she brought a jagged, multicolored stone. "Grandpa," she began, "this stone is like a rainbow. It shows that after every storm, there is something beautiful. Just like how you always find joy even after facing so many challenges." JJ placed this stone next to the white pebble, the two stones together representing light and hope. Each stone from his granddaughter came with a story that uplifted JJ's spirits and reminded him of the beauty of life, despite its difficulties. There was a stone she had found by a river, smooth and round from years of tumbling in the water. "This one," she explained, "is like your strength. It has been shaped by the currents, but it is still strong and beautiful. Just like you, Grandpa." JJ's rock garden grew with each passing visit, becoming a mosaic of love, encouragement, and shared memories. The stones from his granddaughter were not just physical objects, they were symbols of the bond they shared, symbols of the strength and resilience that defined JJ's life. Even on days when his health was particularly challenging, JJ would make his way to the garden, finding solace in the stories embedded in the stones. The garden was his sanctuary, a place where he could reflect on his journey, draw strength from the love of his family, and find peace amidst the chaos of his health battles. As the years went by, JJ's health continued to decline, but his spirit remained unbroken. His granddaughter, now older, continued to bring him stones, each one carefully chosen and accompanied by a story that spoke of courage, hope, and love. The rock garden, once a simple hobby, had become a living testament to JJ's legacy and the unbreakable bond between him and his granddaughter. In the end, JJ's rock garden was more than just a collection of stones. It was a symbol of his life, his struggles, and the unwavering support of his family. Each stone told a story that would be remembered long after JJ was gone. And for his granddaughter, the garden was a reminder of the lessons her grandfather had taught her, to find strength in the face of adversity, to cherish the simple joys of life, and to always find hope, even in the darkest times. JJ's rock garden stood as a testament to the power of love, resilience, and the enduring bond between a grandfather and his granddaughter. It was a place of beauty, a place of peace, and a place where stories of encouragement and strength would continue to be told for generations to come. Despite the growing rock garden in JJ's backyard, his granddaughter felt there was something missing. One day, as she watched him sitting among the stones, she had an idea. She realized that while the garden was a sanctuary for JJ, he couldn't always be there. What if he could carry a piece of it with him? On the very next visit, with a small chisel and hammer in hand, she approached the garden with a sense of purpose. She picked up the smooth, white pebble that represented the moon and carefully chipped off a small piece. Next, she turned her attention to the jagged, multicolored stone, gently prying off a fragment. She did this with each stone she had given him, careful to preserve their beauty while capturing a small part to carry away. "Grandpa," she said, presenting him with a small velvet pouch. "I want you to have this. Inside are pieces of each stone from your garden. Now, wherever you go, you can carry a piece of my love and the stories of our garden with you." JJ opened the pouch, his eyes welling up with tears as he saw the tiny, familiar fragments. Each one held a memory, a story of encouragement, and a symbol of the bond they shared. He carefully placed the pouch in his pocket, feeling a newfound warmth and sense of connection. From that day on, no matter where he went, JJ carried the pouch with him. Whether he was at a doctor's appointment, taking a walk, or resting in his chair, he could reach into his pocket and feel the smoothness of the stones, each one a reminder that his granddaughter's love and support were always with him. In those moments, he would smile, recalling her words and the story she shared. The stones continued to give him strength and hope, just as they did when they were placed in the garden. And for his granddaughter, it was a joy to see how her simple gesture had brought such comfort to her beloved grandfather. JJ carefully placed the pouch of stones under his pillow when he went to bed every night. This bridge of trust is our first crossing. Let us face it with joy, knowing that it will make us stronger. The children, initially apprehensive, responded to their grandfather's words with a newfound determination. Kalin stepped forward to inspect the bridge, her hand carefully testing the strength of the wooden planks. Andrew began organizing their belongings, ensuring water bottles were secure and ensuring that the younger boys were equipped for the crossing. Daniel, usually quiet, offered his assistance, meticulously checking the rope railings for any signs of wear or tear. Ian, though initially hesitant, quickly overcome his nervousness and offered to assist his younger cousins. Ben and Sam, initially clinging to their hands, looked towards the bridge with a mix of excitement and apprehension, their small hearts beating a little faster. The crossing began, each step measured and careful. The bridge swayed gently with their weight, a subtle reminder of their vulnerability. The ravine below seemed deeper with each step, the shadows seeming to deepen and lengthen. The family moved in a single file, their rhythm measured, as if each step was a prayer. They were a unit, their interconnectedness palpable, a reflection of their shared faith and mutual support. Granna walked at the rear, providing encouragement and keeping a watchful eye on the younger children, her calm presence a constant source of reassurance. Suddenly, a sharp crack echoed across the ravine. Ian, near the middle of the bridge, stumbled, his foot catching on a loose plank. A cry escaped his lips before Pappy reached him, steadying him with a quick, firm hand. The loose plank, caught on a protruding root, held only by the neighboring planks. The family paused, and their collective breath was held. This incident, however minor, felt significant. It was a sudden, unexpected challenge, a moment of vulnerability that could easily have ended in a fall. But their collective response was immediate, instinctive, and powerful. The immediate concern wasn't for blame but for safety. Kalin quickly secured the loose plank with a sturdy branch, while Andrew helped Ian regain his balance, checking him for injuries. Daniel offered to check the entire bridge for further weaknesses, his systematic approach ensuring a thorough and careful assessment. Even Ben and Sam, despite their apprehension, offered words of comfort and support to their cousin. The moment of crisis served to strengthen the bond between them, highlighting their ability to work together, both practically and emotionally, to overcome obstacles. Once the situation was resolved, and everyone was back on solid ground, Pappy spoke again. "See? This incident, though seemingly small, tested us all, revealed our strengths, and highlighted our weaknesses. It showed us the importance of mutual support, the value of preparedness, and the power of unity. And the importance of paying attention to our surroundings." He looked at each child, his gaze filled with understanding and pride. "This is how we will navigate the bridges ahead. By relying on one another, supporting one another, and trusting in the strength that comes from our shared journey. Our faith doesn't exempt us from difficulties, but it strengthens us in overcoming them." Granna added, "Remember children, the journey is not always smooth, but we are not meant to navigate it alone. We have each other, our faith and the strength that comes from shared purpose. And, even in setbacks, we can find valuable lessons and learn from challenges. Life is like a well-traveled trail. There are many surprises and dangers along the way that we call trials. Through this trail and the trials, we come to the first bridge which we recognize as trust. Let me show you what the Bible has to say about our trust in our Lord." Pappy opened his Bible, finding the passage of Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding, in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." He read the verses aloud, his voice resonating with the quiet authority of faith and wisdom. This, he explained, isn't just about choosing the right trail. It's about choosing the right path in life. Trusting in God's guidance, even when the path seems challenging, even when temptation whispers promise of ease. It's about understanding that true growth and fulfillment often come from facing challenges head-on, from overcoming obstacles together. The crossing continued, the remaining path now surveyed more carefully and diligently. But the pace remained steady, unwavering. The remaining steps were made not only physically, but also with a renewed sense of purpose, the earlier incident serving as a powerful reminder of their interdependence and mutual reliance. The family reached the far side of the bridge. The sense of accomplishment wasn't just about crossing a small wooden structure, it was about overcoming their collective apprehension and emerging stronger. The sun, now directly overhead, bathed them in a warm golden glow, casting long shadows that stretched towards them across the ravine as they proceeded on their journey. The first bridge had been crossed, not without its challenges, but with the unwavering support of family and the comfort of their shared faith, making them stronger and more determined to face whatever trials lay ahead. As they moved further, the trail continued with its gentle ascent, the trees growing taller and more majestic, their branches creating an intricate canopy overhead. The air is thick with a distant sweet aroma of wild berries. The experience of crossing the bridge served as a springboard for deeper conversations about trusting God, strengthening their family bond and reminding them of their collective strength. They talked about the importance of unity, of how each member's contribution, however small, played a critical role in overcoming the challenge. They talked about perseverance, about how even minor setbacks, when faced collectively, could strengthen their resolve and reinforce their determination to see their journey through. Pappy asked, "Have you seen my friend Dub?" "No," the grandchildren said in unison, "but we want to." Pappy said, "I'll call him on his shell phone." The grands snickered at Pappy's attempt at humor. "Pappy is humor," he said. "You know Dub lives in a mobile home?" The setting sun painted the sky in a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors, mirroring the diversity of feelings and experiences they had shared that day. The walk was not merely a physical journey, but a metaphor for life itself. The rugged beauty of the trail, punctuated by challenges such as the bridge, was a testament to life's unpredictable nature, and its ability to test and refine one's resolve. The support and encouragement they offered each other was a reflection of the love and faith that bound them together, a reminder that even the most challenging journeys could be navigated successfully when undertaking together. As the day concluded, the family continued, the first bridge crossed, a testament to their collective strength and the unifying power of faith and family. The journey ahead held many more challenges, but with this trail provided trials that dissipated as they crossed the bridge of trust. A renewed sense of confidence and resilience had been formed. They were ready for what lay ahead. They had faced their first test, and they had emerged stronger, together. Lessons learned from the first bridge. They found a sun-drenched clearing, a small plateau overlooking a tranquil valley. The air was filled with the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant murmur of a stream. Exhaustion settled over the family like a warm blanket, a comfortable quiet replacing the earlier tension of the bridge crossing. The children, their earlier apprehension replaced with a quiet pride, settled amongst the fallen leaves, their small bodies gradually relaxing. Pappy smiled at their weariness. He knew that the physical exertion had been minimal, but the emotional weight of the first bridge had taken its toll. He reached into his worn leather satchel, pulling out a well-worn Bible. Its leather cover was smooth with age, the pages marked with years of use. "Let's rest a while," he said, his voice soft and soothing. "And let's reflect on what we've learned." He opened the Bible to the book of James, a favorite passage often used to share encouragement. "This journey, my dears," he began, "is not unlike the journey of faith. There will be times of smooth sailing, and times when the path is rough, even treacherous, like the bridge we just crossed." He read aloud, his voice filled with warmth and wisdom, "Consider pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." James 1 verses 2-4. He paused, allowing his words to sink in. This passage, children, speaks directly to our experience on the bridge. The crack in the plank, and stumble, these were trials, tests of our faith, not in our religious beliefs but in our ability to work together, to rely on one another, to remain calm under pressure. Did we panic? Yes, momentarily. Did we fall apart? No. We responded, as a family, with love, support, and unity. That, my dears, is the true measure of our faith, not the absence of challenges, but our response to them. Granna, her eyes filled with a gentle warmth, nodded her agreement. We are not immune to difficulties, children. The Bible tells us that we will face trials. But those trials, those moments of uncertainty and fear, aren't meant to break us. They are meant to shape us. They are meant to refine us, to make us stronger, more resilient, more compassionate. They teach us the importance of relying on God's strength, as well as on the strength of our family. She picked up a fallen leaf, its intricate veins a testament to nature's artistry. Look at this leaf, children. It's fragile, yet it has survived the storms, the wind, the rain. It has endured the trials of nature, and yet, it still thrives. We, too, can weather life's storms, with faith as our anchor. Through this journey, we will grow stronger, individually and collectively. We'll be able to better stand up to the next challenges that come our way. Kalin, softly, asked, "So, the point isn't to avoid the difficult parts but to learn from them?" Pappy smiled. "Precisely, sweetheart. The journey is not merely about reaching the destination but about the lessons learned along the way. Each challenge, each obstacle, presents an opportunity for growth, a chance to test our faith, our resilience, and our capacity for love and compassion. The bridge wasn't just a crossing, it was a classroom. It taught us to cross the troubled waters by trusting God. There is no greater lesson than trusting God." Andrew added, "And working together as we trust God makes it easier. We were able to overcome the problem because we were a team, relying on each other's skills and strengths." Daniel, quiet as always, simply nodded his agreement, his eyes reflecting a newfound confidence. Ian, still somewhat shaken by his near fall, admitted, "I was scared, but seeing everyone help me made me feel safer and stronger." Even Ben and Sam, the youngest, chimed in, their small voices expressing their understanding. "We helped too," they exclaimed, their faces beaming with a sense of accomplishment. Pappy watched his grandchildren, their faces illuminated by the afternoon sun and felt a profound sense of peace. He knew that the lessons they were learning that day went far beyond the simple act of crossing a bridge. They were learning about faith, resilience, perseverance, and the unwavering power of family when we trust God. The conversation continued effortlessly, flowing from one topic to another. They discussed other biblical passages that spoke to the importance of perseverance, faith, and the strength that comes from relying on God. They talked about the power of prayer, the importance of forgiveness, and the beauty of unity. The tranquil setting, the warm sunlight, and the gentle sounds of nature all contributed to a profound sense of peace and spiritual connection. Just then, Pappy's eyes lit up as he spotted an old friend approaching along the path. It was Dub, a companion from the first walks on the ridge trail, and the sight of him brought a broad smile to Pappy's face. He waved enthusiastically, and Dub quickened his pace, a joyful grin spreading across his weathered features. "Dub! It's been far too long!" Pappy exclaimed as he clasped his friend's head in a hearty headshake, quickly pulling him into a warm embrace. "It sure has, Pappy." "Too long, indeed," Dub responded, his voice rich with the warmth of shared history. As the two old friends began to catch up, their stories wove a tapestry of memories from the first adventures they had embarked on, trials they had faced, and victories they had celebrated. The children gathered around, their curiosity piqued by the animated conversation and the evident affection between Pappy and his turtle friend and alter ego, Dub. "Children, come meet Dub, one of my oldest and dearest friends," Pappy said, pride evident in his voice. "Dub, these are my grandchildren, Andrew, Kalin, Daniel, Ian, Ben, and Sam." Dub greeted each child with a kind word and a firm headshake, his eyes twinkling as he took in the next generation of Pappy's family. "Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Your Pappy and I go way back. I've got plenty of stories about him that you might like to hear," Dub said with a chuckle. The children giggled, their faces lighting up with excitement. A talking turtle is a first for these children, a story they dared not to tell. Pappy and Dub continued to reminisce, their laughter mingling with the sounds of the forest, creating a symphony of joy and connection. As they shared their stories, the bond between Pappy and his old friend became more evident, a testament to the enduring nature of true friendship. The afternoon sun continued to shine brightly, illuminating the faces of the family and their newfound friend, casting a warm glow over this heartfelt reunion. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting long shadows across the valley, they resumed their journey. The first bridge was behind them, a tangible symbol of their collective strength and the lessons they had learned. It had tested them, but it had also strengthened them. They were ready for whatever lay ahead, their faith renewed, their family bond strengthened, and their spirits lifted by the lessons gleaned from this first significant crossing. The remaining bridges, though unknown, now held less fear, replaced with a growing sense of anticipation and confidence born of shared experience and mutual support. The journey continued, a testament to the enduring power of faith, family, and the transformative power of shared challenges overcome. Each step they took was a step forward, not only geographically but spiritually, leaving behind the apprehension of the first crossing and embracing the promise of the journey ahead. The setting sun cast a golden glow over the family, a symbolic representation of their strengthened spirits and the enduring power of hope and faith, leading them onward to the next bridge and the next lesson waiting to be revealed. The journey was a metaphor for life itself, a tapestry woven with moments of joy, challenge, and growth, ultimately shaping them into the individuals and family they were destined to become. Continuing the journey with renewed hope. The sun, a fiery orb sinking towards the horizon, painted the sky orange and purple flowers as the family continued their trek. The first bridge, a memory now, felt distant but not wasted, its challenges replaced by a quiet sense of accomplishment. The path ahead wound gently upward, the trees taller, their branches intertwined, creating a natural cathedral of leaves. The air, still warm from the day's sun, carried the scent of pine, a comforting aroma that enveloped them in the tranquility of the woods. Andrew consulted the trail map, pointing out the next landmark, a babbling brook that crossed their path. "This is where we'll take a longer break," he announced, his voice filled with the confidence born from their successful navigation of the first bridge. The others nodded, a silent agreement hanging in the air, a testament to the unity forged in their shared experience. The fear that had initially gripped them was replaced by a cautious optimism, a shared belief in their collective ability to overcome whatever challenges lay ahead as they trusted God in the face of trials. As they walked, the conversation flowed naturally, a gentle stream of shared thoughts and observations. Kalin pointed out the diversity of plant life along the trail, identifying various species with a surprising depth of knowledge. Daniel, no longer shy and withdrawn, joined in, sharing his own observations about the intricate patterns in the bark of the trees and the delicate architecture of spiderwebs strung between branches. Even Ben and Sam, the youngest, contributed. Their small voices filled with wonder and excitement as they pointed out squirrels darting among the trees and birds singing their evening songs. Their infectious enthusiasm was contagious, spreading a ripple of joy through the family and washing away the lingering shadows of their earlier apprehension. Granna noticed the change in the children's demeanor. Their faces, once etched with worry, were now bright and relaxed. They walked with a newfound lightness in their steps, their earlier hesitations replaced with a confident stride. "Look at them, Pappy," she whispered, her voice filled with pride and love. "They've grown so much already." Pappy, his heart overflowing with joy, smiled. He saw it too. The first bridge hadn't just been a physical crossing, it had been a crucible, a deeper bond between them, strengthening their faith in God, themselves and in each other. He saw the resilience in their eyes, the quiet confidence in their postures, the unwavering love that connected them as a family. They reached the babbling brook, its water crystal clear, tumbling over smooth stones. The sound of the rushing water was a soothing balm to their souls, a natural lullaby that settled over them like a warm blanket. They found a comfortable spot on a mossy bank, the cool grass a welcome respite for their weary feet. Pappy, sensing their need for reflection, pulled out his Bible once more. This time, he chose a passage from Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures, he leads me beside quiet waters, he refreshes my soul." His voice, calm and resonant, carried the weight of generations of faith and wisdom. "This psalm, my little lambs," he began, "speaks of peace and provision, of the comfort and security found in God's care. Just as the shepherd guides his flock to green pastures and quiet waters, so too does God guide us through life's journey. The challenges we face, the trials, the temptations, the uncertainties, are not meant to overwhelm us, but to lead us to a deeper understanding of His love and provision." He paused, allowing the words to resonate. The quiet waters of this brook are a symbol of the peace we can find in Him, even amidst the challenges. Remember the bridge? It tested us, yes, but it also showed us the strength we have when we work together, when we rely on each other, and most importantly, when we trust in God's guidance. Granna added, "This journey is a metaphor for life itself. It's not a straight path, there will be twists and turns, ups and downs. But remember this, God is with us every step of the way. His love is our constant companion, His grace is our unfailing strength. Let's focus on the beauty of the journey, the lessons learned, and the strength we've gained from facing challenges together." The children listened intently, their eyes reflecting the tranquility of the brook and the wisdom in their grandparents' words. They shared their thoughts and feelings, expressing their gratitude for the experiences, both positive and challenging, and acknowledging their strengthened bonds. The extended break at the brook served as a time of rejuvenation and reflection. The setting sun cast long shadows as they continued their journey, their spirits lifted, their hearts filled with renewed hope. The second bridge, a wooden structure arched gracefully over a deeper section of the creek, loomed in the distance, a new challenge awaiting. But this time, they approached it not with fear, but with quiet confidence born from their shared experience and their unwavering faith. The landscape changed subtly as they moved further along the trail. The dense forest thinned, giving way to patches of sunlight filtering through the trees. The air grew cooler, the scent of pine now mingled with the earthy fragrance of decaying leaves. The path became slightly steeper, demanding more effort, but the family continued their steady pace, their rhythm established, their unity unbroken. They exchanged stories, sharing memories of past adventures, and reinforced their familial bonds. Insert family stories, laughter echoed through the trees, a joyous counterpoint to the rhythmic sound of their footsteps. The beauty of the natural world, with its changing colors and textures, served as a constant reminder of God's creation and His abiding love. Each step they took was a step forward, not just geographically, but spiritually, their faith deepening with each shared experience. Ian, with his usual sense of adventure, decided to veer slightly off the trail to inspect a particularly interesting fallen tree. As he made his way towards it, he narrated a dramatic tale of how he once fought off a bear with nothing but his wits and a stick, much to the amusement of the cousins. Just as he was about to conclude his story with a flourishing, he felt something slithery under his foot. Whoa! Ian yelped, hopping back with a grace that might have impressed a ballet dancer. The children gasped, their eyes wide with excitement and a hint of fear. What is it? Kalin called out, her voice tinged with concern. Ian pointed a trembling finger at the ground. A snake! I nearly stepped on a snake. The children crowded closer, peering at the harmless garter snake that had been rudely interrupted from its afternoon sunning. The snake, seemingly unimpressed by the commotion, slowly slithered away, disappearing into the underbrush. Well, Ian said, dusting himself off, that'll teach me to watch where I'm stepping. The children burst into laughter, the tension of the moment dissipating instantly. Pappy, trying to stifle a chuckle, patted Ian on the back. I think that snake was more afraid of you than you were of it. Granna, ever the voice of reason, added, let's all be a bit more careful, shall we? We wouldn't want any more surprises like that. Ian, now the hero of an unintended humorous episode, smiled sheepishly. I guess I'll stick to the trail from now on. Their spirits lifted by the unexpected encounter, the family continued along the path, stories and laughter echoing through the trees. The memory of Ian's near miss with the snake would become another cherished tale in their collection of adventures dangers to overcome. Each step they took was a step forward, not only geographically, but spiritually, leaving behind the apprehension of the first crossing and embracing the promise of the journey ahead. The setting sun cast a golden glow over the family, a symbolic representation of their strengthened spirits and the enduring power of hope and faith, leading them onward to the next bridge and the next lesson waiting to be revealed. The lessons learned on the first bridge were already bearing fruit, strengthening their bonds and renewing their spirits. The path continued, winding onward, leading them towards new trials, new opportunities for growth, and new expressions of their unwavering faith, by trusting God, when you can't see His hand. The journey was far from over, but the family walked onward, their steps filled with newfound confidence, their hearts filled with hope, and their faith firmly anchored in the love of God and the strength of their family. The quiet beauty of the evening, the warmth of shared experience, and the unshakable faith that bound them together, these were their companions as they continued along the trail, ready to face whatever lay ahead. The allure of the shortcut. The air grew thinner as they ascended, the sun now a low-hanging ember in the western sky. unwavering faith, by trusting God, when you can't see His hand. The journey was far from over, but the family walked onward, their steps filled with newfound confidence, their hearts filled with hope, and their faith firmly anchored in the love of God and the strength of their family. The quiet beauty of the evening, the warmth of shared experience, and the unshakable faith that bound them together, these were their companions as they continued along the trail, ready to face whatever lay ahead. The allure of the shortcut. The air grew thinner as they ascended, the sun now a low-hanging ember in the western sky.